Hi everybody, welcome to this free video guide, general playthrough for the Big Game Tournament Pro and Expert Division here on the BK Golf Clash YouTube channel. Nice mix of courses here, par 4s and 5s only. Remember to hit thumbs up on the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. General wind directions here. This is going to be a tailwind tournament. There might be one hole here that does have headwind, but I explain that the hole will still play the same and you can still use the same routes and suggestions here for the tournament as well. Timestamps in the video description down below. Good luck in the Big Game Tournament. Let's get started with hole number 1. 1 bar of topspin, 2 bars side spin to the left. I'm using a Titan here because we can actually save on kingmakers and compensate by using more curl instead. Half the red ring inside the rough at max, and then we adjust max plus 10. Once we have adjusted, no need to push up, just leave the target where it is, and then go with half a ball of curl to the left. Perfect ball away, and then we want to get here around 320 yards with our drive, just approaching the top of this fairway and rolling into the shadow. Very nice indeed. So 320 yards, second shot going to play with our sniper. Replicate the position here, bullseye in the centre of the shadow, white ring touching the rough on the left. 4.5 top spin, maybe slightly less, 4.2 here is what I go with. Make sure once you've added spin, the ball guide is going through the hole. You may need a click of side spin, depends where you are with your drive. But 4.2 top spin, there's your position, and you want that ball guide going through the hole. In the video here, I'm adjusting in between medium and maximum distance minus 15% elevation. So in between mid and max minus 15. And even though we aim with the ball guide going through the hole, once we've adjusted and take our shot here, you will see we deliberately miss to the left of the cup, and then the ball is going to take the funnel from the back of the green, so we just skim the left edge, takes the funnel there, and will drop down beautifully for an albatross on this par 5. There we go. Titan ball, we're going to be absolutely fine. 6 bars of top spin, 2 bars side spin to the left, going with the APOC because we need it for the curl. Max plus 10, push back up to max. Then we're going to go with full overpower. You see, I'm going to use what looks like a lot of curl here. The reason I'm going with this is because we have wind from left to right. It's going to push us towards the bunker. If we have wind the other way, would need to reduce the curl. Full overpower with the Titan. Obviously you can go with the Berserker and less overpower if you want to. Hitting perfect, and even though we're using a lot of curl, look, we are still only just missing left of pin. Just rolling onto the fringe, very, very makeable wedge for an eagle. A really boring par 5, and although the example here has headwind, which obviously you're not going to get in this tournament, the hole plays the same in all wind directions, and an eagle here is going to feel like a drop indeed. So 6 top spin, 2 right spin with the APOC going with top spin here. Max plus 10. I'm going full overpower even though I did not adjust into max overpower. We need to make sure we are going to clear the rough. Headwind is pretty boring. Thankfully with the Kingmaker we got down to a low wind, but if you're playing Expert Division this can be a real grind if you have wind over 8 miles per hour. Second shot, I did decide to go on the right to play more aggressively, and I'm glad I did so. The other option is you play to the left, as you can see on the screen there, but you will have a longer third shot. So here I go aggressive, playing with some topspin just to make sure we clear the rough. I want to get the nice high bounce there, which is why I back off from max distance. I play this one max plus 0, so maximum distance, 0 elevation, and then we're just going to take our shot. It doesn't really matter about the great ball. This is going to be fine anyway. It's just a transportation shot over the rough and onto this piece of fairway. Now, third shot here, I'm going to play, like I said, play an aggressive shot. I'm just in range with the thorn, so I'm going to go for a rough bump here. So I'm finding my landing position. I do believe it's worth a shot to try and play aggressively, get a bonus here. On this long and boring par 5. Need to find a good spot though. Look at that ball guide glitching around. In the end that's the landing position I want, so I tweak my spin just over 2 bars of top spin and some side spin to the left, ball guide going just through the hole. Here I play this shot, maximum distance, no elevation, so max 0. Got to be careful on this one. You may adjust up onto the green, you may adjust down into the sand. Make sure you compensate. As it is though, really nice to be able to drop this right at pin for an eagle. It is a tricky par 5. If you do have the rock level 7 though, I would go with, or indeed the rock level 6, go with the power 2 ball so you can set up at the correct point. It's +1 with the rock level 8. So white ring touching the rough on the right, and then we're going to go with 2.5 bars top spin, 1 bar side spin to the right. Adjustment max +20. Max +20 on this one. And then once we've done that, we are going to take our shot and get your pen and paper ready to write down your drive distance. Perfect ball away, and once again we are looking for this one to be around 330 yards. Going to go up towards the bunkers, but with the slope we'll just stop very nicely on that hill. 331 yards. Second shot, I'm going to add spin first, 5.5 bars backspin, and then once I've done that, I'm then going to find my position. Then look for the funnel. The yellow ring will be approaching the fringe. Just move your target around, make sure you are in the funnel. Once we've done that, I am then going to adapt my spin and add a little bit of right spin. Reason for this is the wind is going to push us right to left. Then I am going to adjust my rings, and here I'm going in between mid and max with 15% elevation. Once again, we can use yardage notes on this one. So in between mid and max, 15% elevation, hit perfect, and this one is going to bounce just before the fringe, goes up the green, and again is going to turn round and funnel down very nicely. It'll be very close, but most likely in for a lovely eagle on this par 4. Now hole 5, 4.5 top spin, 2 bars side spin to the left. We have a hint of tailwind here, but it's predominantly crosswind. Red ring touching the rough on the left at max with the power 3 ball. Max +20 is the adjustment. Here what I needed to do, which I didn't, was I should have pushed up 2 or 3 yards because we do drop to a slightly lower point. Half wall curl to the left, and we are hitting perfect. Obviously if you have wind pushing the other direction, you will need to adapt the curl a little bit. We only just made it across, which is why I said there I should have pushed up a little bit. We do have plenty of room. Bowl shaped fairway is going to keep the ball in play unless you hit a horrendous great left or great right. Second shot, play true club distance plus 10% elevation. There is a sticky spot here. I did spend quite a bit of time trying to find it, but didn't quite get there. So in the end, I played this one, I think 85 to 90% slider plus 10. Problem I had here with the spins I had on, I didn't leave the ball guide short enough of pin. So we do come in a little bit on the hot side, which is going to happen with the design of the fairway and the green. So narrow miss to the right, but still a very, very good chance. True club distance plus 10 is what I would recommend. Little hint of tailwind here, so I am going to go for it on the left hand side. Headwind this hole does get a little bit difficult, and I would in that case play down the right side and then go for a sniper. But if we can, we want to play aggressively. 5.8 top spin, 2 left spin, and I'm aiming so that the second bounce is going to clip the rough over the water and then roll out. Max plus 10, push back up to max. And here I do need a bit of overpower, so I am going to go with that, and a little bit of curl to the left just to help this ball onto the fairway. So 1.5, 2 rings of overpower in this wind scenario. Obviously if you have more tailwind you do need to compensate, but we just want to bounce just before the end of the rough and then roll out. Anywhere around 350 to 360 is fine. Second shot, excellent chance with the thorn. I find the min line, I find the max line, and then I estimate my club distance. Here I am playing 36% slider, 10% elevation. We can use yardage notes on this hole as well, so if you are wanting to spend a token or two to get some dialed in certain wind angles, then it's a very good idea to do so. 1.5 bars backspin, bouncing on the fringe for a nice consistent place here. And judging the ball guide, obviously I've got Thorn 7 on this account, so we want to leave the ball guide a little bit short. So I'm playing here true club distance, which in this case 36% slider, 10% elevation, and we are pulling, of course, over the bullseye. Then final part of the equation, hitting perfect, which we do, and this one we get a nice camera angle and we know it's going to be in or close, and indeed we get it in the hole for an eagle. Shot number 1, I'm going with the big topper here purely because it's a no overpower shot. Obviously if you don't want to use the big topper, you can play further up if you're playing tour play with overpower and 4.5 topspin, but for the purposes of this video and for the tournament in question, I'm going with the big topper. It's no move target, max topspin, max plus 20 is the adjustment, push back up to max. Then big topper level 5, I'm going to go with 1 ring of overpower. If you have lower level big topper, I would add another ring or a ring and a half on to that to cope with the lack of distance on your club level. Perfect ball away, and we're going for the double bounce over the rough, and the third bounce clearly over the rough there, and rolling out to a distance of almost 400 yards. Second shot here, do need really sniper level 9 plus to make sure we're going to be in range. 3.6 bars of topspin, so just over 3.5 topspin. Add your spin and find the position, get the ball guide going comfortably through the hole. Have a look here, I do zoom in to check the amount, otherwise we do risk coming in short. Here we are going to be playing approximately in between mid and max, so around 72-75% slider, minus 10% elevation, that is from plus 4 yards. Don't worry about the ball guide disappearing there, the wind will push us away from the tree in time. Perfect ball away. We bounce there, and you can see already that headwind angle is checking the ball up. We just sneak this one in left side for a beautiful albatross on this par 5. Any form of tailwind, we are going to have to go for the hop, skip and the jump to the green. Going with the Berserker 4.5 topspin, 2 bars side spin to the right. Stretching out to find my position, second bounce, centre of that second fairway pad. We're leaving it short because the tailwind is going to push us. 2.5 rings that I need to push up, so I adjust max plus 10 first, then I'm going to push up. Mistake I make here, even though I push up my 2.5 rings, is we are still at a lower point than my initial aim. So we are going to lose distance. I needed to push up 1 more ring here, and you'll see on this occasion it does cost me. We do bounce very nicely on the fairway and on the second fairway as well with the 8.4 wind that we have, but just a little bit short. I think 1 ring more would have clipped the rough and rolled very nicely out onto the green. Alright, here, as this is from tournament, I'm going to go with the big topper. If you don't have that club or you're playing tour play, go with a driver with 6 bars of topspin instead. You can still play a no move target, extra mile will put you further up, and Apocalypse, which will work fine. But here with the big topper, max topspin, 1 bar side spin to the right, adjust max distance, no elevation. Does take us into overpower. I would recommend adding 1 ring on as well. We do want to get a bit more distance, and a little bit of curl to the right. So about 1.5 rings overpower. Hit perfect with this one, and what we want to happen here is to bounce over, and you'll see here we get an extra little roll, a bit of a glitch roll, which gives us about 15-20 yards more distance. Anywhere around 370 going to be absolutely fine. Once again, this is from tournament play, so I am packing the Guardian on this one because I do want to try and get Albatross for the tournament scorecard. Max backspin, 1/2 bar of side spin to the right. Setting up here with the second bounce, 1 square to the left and 1 square higher than the cup. That is because the wind, crosswind with the headwind, will push us back towards the pin area. Here I am playing exactly between minimum and medium distance, 10% elevation. So this is 25% slider, 10% elevation. Perfect ball away. We're not going to drop this every single time with a perfect, but we are going to get close. Just a little bit of a tweak needed there, but perfect speed on the rollback, and a very good look at the Albatross on this par 5. Thanks very much for watching this video here on the channel. If it has helped you in any way, please consider sharing it amongst your friends and clanmates in the game. Join us also on Facebook. Head over there, search for BK Golf Clash and join our free group. Loads of members there sharing shots. Free guides are posted, as well as loads of other great Golf Clash resources. So check us out there. You can join in the discussion and also leave feedback on the game in general. Finally, if you wish to help support the channel and keep the content free for everybody, please consider becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the video description down below. Good luck, see you soon, bye for now.